After the spot was vacant for about 3 months, Iowa now has a new lieutenant governor with ties to the Quad Cities. This morning, Governor Reynolds appointed Cournoyer to the position.
Today, I couldn't be more pleased to introduce to you who I've selected, Senator Cournoyer.
For the first time in the state's history, a LeClaire resident has taken the office of Iowa's lieutenant governor.
I never planned on entering public office, let alone imagine that I would ever be second in line to Iowa's succession.
Governor Reynolds selected her for her experience with AI and technology.
A computer science major who was thinking about optimizing computers for user experience in the late 90s, and a woman who then went on to drive innovation her entire working life.
That experience goes back to her childhood in the 80s.
So basically, I was a computer nerd before it was cool, and not much has changed.
And she brought it to her children's schools, too.
She always had a real passion for technology and robotics.
Brian Struess is the superintendent of the Pleasant Valley School District. He worked with Cournoyer while she was on the school board and eventually school board president before taking office in 2019.
Leading people for our robotics program that we had here at Cody Elementary when her children were going through.
He says she was an advocate for science programming and school resource officers. Then as a senator, an advocate for her constituents.
Senator Cournoyer has always been one when we have questions, she's open to a phone call away.
Struess says he's excited to see her take office.
And I think with her children still being seniors in high school, we'll still see a lot of her and be able to ask her a lot of questions and kind of see how we move forward and the impact she can have on the state of Iowa.
And Maddie Franz joins us now. Maddie, you also covered basically the other side of this story and folks from the other side of the aisle reacting to this.
Yeah, absolutely. One of those reactions came from Matt Sinovic. He's the executive director of Progress Iowa. He said that, Cournoyer has a record of voting in the same way as Reynolds, so she would act as a rubber stamp. Now, he says, quote, her new position ensures their divisive agenda will continue to stack the deck against everyday Iowans. Now, it's also important to note that Iowa Senator Janice Weiner and State Auditor Rob Sands, both are Democrats, came out in support. Well, they congratulated her, and they congratulated Cournoyer on her new position.
And let's talk about what that position is. What is the role of lieutenant governor?
Right, so the job duties kind of vary from state to state, but the most important is to take the role of the governor if the governor can't perform her duties. So that could be in the case of illness or some temporary disability. Now, if the governor were to pass away, to resign, or to be removed, then a lieutenant governor would take that role until the next election. Now, while she's not filling in for the governor, Cournoyer says that she is going to be advancing Governor Reynolds' agenda. Now, she said this morning during that press conference. Now, some of the main points that she'll be focusing on, those are governmental efficiency, school choice, and technology education in schools.
All right, very good. Maddie Franz, thank you for your reporting.
Thank you.